Imagine a creature with no bones, 3 hearts, blue blood, and the ability to squeeze through a hole the size of your eyeball. A creature that can vanish in a puff of ink, or change its skin texture and color in less than a second. Meet the octopus, one of the most intelligent, adaptable, and downright mysterious beings in Earth's oceans. It has not 1 but 3 hearts pumping blue blood through its veins. Its brain is not just in its head, it's spread throughout its 8 long, flexible arms. This creature can taste with its skin and disappear in a blink of an eye by changing its color and texture to match anything around it. When it feels scared, it shoots a cloud of dark ink and makes a quick getaway. This strange and wonderful being is not from a distant planet, it lives right here on Earth in our oceans. The octopus's body is a masterpiece of biological engineering designed for ultimate flexibility and control. Without a single bone to hold it back, an octopus can squeeze its entire body through any opening larger than its beak. The beak is the only hard part of its body, made of the same hard material as a parrot's beak, used to crack open the shells of crabs and clams. Its 8 arms are not just limbs, they are intelligent extensions of its mind. The arms are covered with hundreds of suckers, much more than simple suction cups. Suckers can taste, suckers can smell, giving the octopus tons of information about its surroundings. Inside its soft, bag-like body, the mantle, the octopus houses its amazing circulatory system. 2 hearts dedicated to the gills extracting oxygen from water. The 3rd systemic heart pumps oxygen-rich blue blood to organs and muscles. So octopuses often prefer to crawl along the ocean floor rather than swim long distances. It's less tiring. Octopuses are famous for their remarkable intelligence, which scientists believe is comparable to that of some mammals like dolphins or even primates. In laboratory settings, octopuses have solved mazes, unscrewed jars to get food, and even recognized individual human faces. They can learn by watching other octopuses, a sign of advanced cognitive ability. One of the most entertaining displays of their intelligence is their playful nature. They might repeatedly push a bottle into a stream of water to watch it shoot back. Stories from aquariums are full of tales of octopuses squirting water at keepers they dislike, or sneaking out of their tanks at night to steal food from neighboring enclosures, only to be found back in their own tanks by morning. Their boneless bodies allow them to squeeze through impossibly small gaps, and their problem-solving skills help them figure out how to unlatch locks and open lids. An octopus named Inky became world-famous after he escaped his tank, slid across the floor, and squeezed down a 164-foot-long drainpipe that led directly to the ocean. They are not just passive inhabitants of their environment, they are active agents who can assess a situation and take bold action to achieve their goals. The octopus's ability to change its appearance is nothing short of magical. It's the ultimate master of disguise in the animal kingdom. Watch it melt into the background. It can change its color. It can change its pattern. It can change its skin texture, all in less than a second. It can become bumpy to match a rocky reef. It can go smooth to match the sand, or flash with vibrant colors to startle a predator. This skill isn't just for hiding, it's also used for communication. Octopuses can signal mood or intentions to others. This transformation is powered by specialized cells in the skin. The first layer, chromatophores, tiny elastic sacs of pigment. Each chromatophore is surrounded by muscles that contract or expand the sac. When muscles pull the sac open, the color becomes visible. When they relax, the sac shrinks and the color disappears. An octopus has thousands of chromatophores, each controlled by its brain. That gives instant, intricate pattern changes. Beneath chromatophores are iridophores, tiny mirror-like cells. They reflect ambient light and create shimmering metallic blues, greens, and golds. They use small muscle bundles called papillae. By contracting papillae, they create bumps, spikes, ridges. Controlling both color and texture makes their camouflage incredibly convincing. It doesn't just look like a rock, it feels like one too. While we often talk about the octopus as if it were just a single creature, there are actually over 300 different known species, and they come in a stunning variety of shapes, sizes, and colors. Each species is uniquely adapted to its specific corner of the ocean. Exploring this family is honestly like walking through a gallery of living art. One of the most famous members is the Giant Pacific Octopus. As its name suggests, this is the largest octopus species in the world. It can grow to have an arm span of over 20 feet and weigh more than 100 pounds. Despite its immense size, it's actually a gentle giant, known for its curious and intelligent nature. It lives in the cold waters of the North Pacific, from California to Japan, hunting for crabs, clams, and fish. On the opposite end of the size spectrum is the tiny but deadly blue-ringed octopus. This small octopus, often no bigger than a golf ball, is one of the most venomous animals in the entire ocean. It lives in the shallow tide pools and coral reefs around Australia and Southeast Asia. But when it feels threatened, it flashes about 60 iridescent blue rings all over its body as a stark warning. A single bite from this tiny creature contains enough potent neurotoxin to be fatal to a human, making it a beautiful but dangerous example of octopus diversity. And perhaps the most theatrical member of the family is the mimic octopus. Discovered in the 1990s off the coast of Indonesia, this octopus is a master of impersonation. It doesn't just change its color to blend in, it actively changes its shape and behavior to imitate other sea creatures. To scare away predators, it might tuck its arms in and flatten its body to look like a venomous flatfish. It can also swim with its arms trailing behind it to mimic the appearance of a poisonous lionfish, or bury 6 of its arms in the sand and wave the other 2 to look like a banded sea snake. So, the story of the octopus actually begins hundreds of millions of years ago, way before dinosaurs ever roamed the earth. Their ancestors were these ancient mollusks that lived inside protective shells, kind of like snails and clams do today. These early relatives, called ammonoids, were some of the most common creatures in the ancient seas. They had tentacles sticking out of a shell, a coiled shell or sometimes a straight shell. For millions of years the shell was a great defense. But as the oceans changed, new faster predators evolved. That heavy shell became more of a problem than a help. Over time, some shelled mollusks relied less on armor and more on speed, intelligence, and camouflage. The shell started to shrink and move inside the body. That led to squid and cuttlefish, which still keep a bit of internal shell. The ancestors of the octopus went further. They lost the shell entirely, trading protection for freedom and flexibility. It was a bold gamble that paid off. Losing the shell made octopuses agile and adaptable. They could squeeze into tight spaces to hide or hunt. A soft body needed new defenses. Octopuses developed a powerful brain, an ink screen, and incredible camouflage. This transformation from shelled slow movers to soft, intelligent hunters is one of life's most dramatic shifts. The modern octopus is the result of that journey, showing how shelled mollusks became one of the ocean's smartest, most alien creatures. The life of an octopus, well, it's often a story of living fast and dying young. Most octopus species have surprisingly short lifespans. Many live for only about a year or 2. Even the giant Pacific octopus, the largest of them all, typically lives for just 3 to 5 years. This short life is absolutely packed with rapid growth, intense learning, and a single-minded focus on reproduction. The final chapter is all about creating the next generation. The process of reproduction is fatal for both male and female. After mating, the male will go into a period of decline. He stops eating. He dies within a few months. Meanwhile, the female finds a safe, sheltered den to lay her eggs. She may lay tens of thousands of tiny eggs. She carefully strings them together in long strands. She guards these eggs fiercely, never leaving them. For weeks or sometimes months, the mother dedicates herself completely to her offspring. She constantly cleans the eggs with her arms. She gently blows currents of water over them. She keeps them supplied with oxygen and free from fungus or debris. The whole time she doesn't eat at all. This heroic act of motherhood takes everything she's got. By the time the eggs begin to hatch, her body is shutting down. Shortly after her babies emerge, the mother will die, having given her life to ensure the survival of her young. Once they hatch, the baby octopuses, larvae, are tiny, transparent miniatures of their parents. They're immediately on their own and must fend for themselves in the dangerous open ocean. They drift with the plankton. They hunt for tiny organisms. They do their best to avoid being eaten. Only a very small number survive to adulthood. This life cycle, marked by a tragic end for the parents and a perilous beginning for the young, ensures the octopus lineage continues, carrying its legacy of intelligence and adaptability into the future. The more we discover about octopuses, the more they honestly seem like creatures straight out of science fiction. Their unique abilities keep fascinating and baffling scientists, revealing a level of complexity that we're really just starting to appreciate. For instance, some species, like the veined octopus, have actually been seen using tools in a pretty sophisticated way. They'll find and carry around discarded coconut shell halves, putting them together to create a portable shelter when they need to rest or hide in open, sandy areas. We know octopuses can regrow their arms, but did you know their skin can actually taste? The suckers on their arms are covered in chemoreceptors, which are kind of like taste buds. Even their sleep is a bit of a mystery. Scientists have noticed that sleeping octopuses sometimes change colors and twitch their arms, which has led some people to wonder if they might actually be dreaming, maybe even replaying events from their day. All these bizarre and wonderful facts really paint a picture of an animal that's deeply intelligent, aware, and full of personality. They're not just simple, unthinking creatures. They're individuals with their own behaviors and problem-solving styles. Some are shy and cautious, while others are bold and curious. This individuality challenges the way we usually think of invertebrates as primitive. The octopus shows us that a complex mind can evolve in a body that's completely different from our own. In the end, the octopus is maybe the best argument that we don't need to look to the stars to find alien life. We have an alien intelligence right here in our oceans, a creature that evolved on a totally different path from us, ending up with blue blood, 3 hearts, and a mind that's distributed throughout its body. They're a powerful reminder of our planet's hidden wonders, and the importance of protecting our marine environments. By caring for the oceans, we're not just saving coral reefs or fish populations. We're preserving a world of mystery, wonder, and brilliant 8-armed intelligence. If you found this information as fascinating and eye-opening as I do, then don't hesitate to smash that subscribe button for even more captivating science content.